You also use an interesting term, a data forward organization. What does that mean to you?
I mean, to some extent, I think for the enterprises today, even, but also, surely for the enterprises of the future, the key asset is the data that you have, that you know about your customers, and somehow, you need to build the whole enterprise around this data that's here. It's at the center of the organization and how it functions.
So
That's
let me challenge you there. It's at
Mhm.
the center of the organizations, and I
Yeah.
would say it was at the center of Yahoo. It's at the
Mhm.
center of Airbnb. Do you think it's at the center of, let's say, traditional organizations, large banks, large pharmaceutical companies, or is that still a work in progress?
I think it's still a work in progress. I do think the banks, of the future, the pharmaceutical companies of the future will be built like that. And this is
Yes.
what is going to make the differentiation.
Yeah. And so this is a difference between, say, large, fast-moving tech companies where you have spent a lot of time versus others that are maybe not digital natives. With the rise of AI native applications, how do you see the shift from, let's say, traditional report centric to now proactive agentic intelligence playing out?
Yeah, and we have seen this play out before. We saw the cloud kind of migration, and how that made winners and losers, right? Those that transition and manage, those companies went ahead. I think and the whole reason for us having cloud is to store and process data, right? And so when we collect data today, we basically have two ways of getting value out of it. One way is through analytics. When you build analytics, you provide some kind of a summary of the data, some kind of a way for users to intuitively understand what's in there. And then a human will process that and make a decision, right? Sometimes I browse the internet and I, out of curiosity, look at different statistics about world production of iron and so on. But that's curiosity, that's browsing behavior. In enterprise, you usually look backwards at data so that you can make decisions forward. That's the sole reason. The second way of using data is to actually do predictive AI, where you build models that kind of predict the future. That those predictions can be used by humans, but also can be plugged directly into systems that influence consumers. So I think with AI going forward, AI will do two things. First, it might do the analysis part on top of analytics and bring conclusions. But also, I think AI more and more is going to be forward oriented. That means that look at the data and then make decisions based on data, both at macro and micro level in the company, being at the level of individual customer or being a level of strategic how the company is going to go. And I think more and more of those decisions at every level will be done automatically. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen overnight, but that's where we're going.